What is up, you guys? It's Armando Torres here again, back with another unboxing on a watch that I have been eagerly waiting to unbox. I haven't done an unboxing video for a really long time, and the reason is because I had pre-recorded a bunch of unboxings, like 3 or 4 unboxings, and then it took me forever to edit and get those out to you guys. And the reason is just a lot has been going on in the world, and it's been really tough to get these videos out. You know, recording has its challenges. I have this thing about me where I want to do things right, and if you guys have noticed, the camera quality and the quality of these videos have hopefully grown exponentially in terms of audio, video, and the unboxing format and everything that goes into making one of these unboxing videos. And hopefully you guys are enjoying them. I put a lot of work into them, and we have about 1,000 subscribers, which is really cool. And I'm really working on trying to grow that platform and grow a little bit of a community here. So if you guys can like, favorite, comment, subscribe, that would be awesome. And I even have a special announcement to make at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that, guys. But for now, let's flip the camera around, get a quick wrist check, and get into the watch. So guys, here's what I'm wearing on my wrist today. It is the Loreo Submariner Homage, and there's a reason why I wore this watch today, and that reason is the fact that the San Martin is obviously an homage, and I wanted to not do a complete comparison video. Again, this is going to be primarily an unboxing video, but you can't help but compare, especially considering that both of these watches came from AliExpress. So this watch I picked up on AliExpress for about $48, let's just say $50. And I really liked a couple of things from it, namely the 200 meters of water resistance and the Sapphire crystal. And the aesthetics. I really liked how this watch looked and fit on wrist, and it had actually been a while since I wore this watch. And I forgot how simple and comfortable this watch is. It really is really nice on wrist. It is way too fast. I believe it's like 15 seconds fast a day, which I guess you can't ask too much of it, especially considering the fact that it is a Seagull movement. But yeah, that's one of my pet peeves, the fact that this watch is just incredibly fast, and I find myself adjusting the time multiple times throughout the day because, yeah, it's just not very accurate. But a couple of other things as well is the fact that this is a polished center link, which is the reason why I didn't get the first San Martin Submariner Homage, because polished center links is something that I am not a huge fan of. Some watches get away with it. Some watches look really good with a polished center link. I don't think the Submariner falls under that category, which of course this isn't a Submariner, but that is the look that people are going for when they buy this watch. And then the final thing that I don't like about this watch would be the bezel action. Way too much play on that bezel. I mean, it moves completely from its place. I mean, it is what it is, guys. You can't expect too much from a $50 watch, and for the most part it does its purpose. It has the time, it has the date, and Sapphire crystal, so it's a nice Submariner homage. But hopefully today's will be a lot nicer. So let's get into that one. So here's the packaging that the watch comes in, standard DHL packaging. This watch did ship from China, and I'm really excited. At the time of recording, there are 3 different versions of this watch. When the second version came out, I was really excited and all for it, especially because there was a sale, and I had a couple coupons, and I had a couple of dollars off or something. I forget what it was, but all in all, this watch cost me around $200, and I'm really excited to get into it, so let's get into it. Like butter. Here we go. that out of the way. And here's yet another piece of packaging. So really cool box, guys. It comes in this sort of OtterBox style box, and it's pretty nice. It's fairly basic, but gives the impression of this kind of rugged style of watch. Also included in the packaging is this really heavy sort of tool. We'll go ahead and see what this is used for, but let's actually get into this first. What is this? Really cool tool used to adjust the bracelet. As is this, I believe. So really cool. Let's put these aside and get into the watch. And here we go. It's really on there. There we go. There we go. Moment of truth. Okay, so I can see the watch nicely packaged in this bubble wrap. So that's a lot of packaging, guys. I really appreciate that from the San Martin company. The watch comes enveloped in its own bubble wrap, then this sort of heavy OtterBox style box, then more bubble wrap, then more packaging, and then the final DHL packaging. So I expect the watch to be in perfect condition. And let's see what else comes in here. So we have the San Martin instruction manual, which if you're a true watch person, you will never ever need this. You also get the San Martin warranty card, I believe this is, or maybe a certificate of authenticity. Yes, there you go. So that goes to show how long I've been waiting to do this unboxing, guys. June 20th. We're in August now, so it's been a really long time since I've held off on opening this watch because, again, so many things have been going on, but finally wanted to get this video out, so there you go. But nice that they include a very stylish warranty card. And now the watch itself. So let me go ahead and move this out of the way, and here we go. San Martin tag right there. So already I'm sure you guys are noticing some nicer details on this watch than on the Loreo. At least I know I am. And as you guys can also see, the watch is currently sweeping. Now there is a Seiko NH35 inside this watch, which is always really nice. Any watch with a Seiko NH35 has everything you would ever need from a watch, including hacking and hand winding, and that's always nice. And usually these things are pretty darn accurate as well. That bezel is ceramic, and you can see that Cyclops magnifying pretty well on there. This comes with an oyster bracelet. I believe it's a 20mm bracelet that tapers down. That clasp does have San Martin on there, and we'll talk more about the clasp in a minute, but very nice clasp. So I like it, guys. I like it a lot. Again, $200. I knew what I was getting into when I pulled the trigger, and I'm really happy that I did because this thing is really nice. Feels really solid. Let's go ahead and check out this clasp. And as you can see, it is a fully machined milled clasp. Really nice looking watch, guys. Now let's go ahead and take the plastic off of this guy. So there it is with all of the plastic removed from the watch, and it feels really, really, well, not all the plastic. Look at this. Look at this. Everybody come look at this. Now it has everything taken off. So $200 is either affordable or a lot for a watch. So it's all relative, guys. But $200 for me is nothing to scoff at. So I was like, I don't know if I want to purchase a $200 watch off AliExpress. But I knew that San Martin had excellent build quality and had great watches. And their version 1 was super popular. But I didn't get that one because of the polished center link. When I saw this watch, I was like, yes, I want to do it. I only have one Homage in my collection, and this makes 2 now. As far as the Submariner, at least, I'm sure I might have an Homage on other watches, but Submariner Homages, this makes 2. And there's a lot of things to like on this watch. It has a ceramic bezel. It has classic Submariner layout. Date right there at the 3. Circular indices everywhere. 6, 9 has a baton indices. 12 o'clock has that triangle indices. There's some anti-reflective coating, as I'm sure you guys have noticed already. The whole thing is constructed out of 316L stainless steel. Has a screw down crown. 200 meters of water resistance. It does hack. It also hand winds, which is always nice. And then that crown just screws back in. Feels really good too. It feels very nicely, feels like textured. Very nice looking clasp. Loads of micro adjusts as well. And the clasp is actually one thing that I thought was interesting, an interesting change from the version 1 to the version 2. The version 1 had this kind of extension that I thought this one would have, or I thought they might even do a sort of glide lock system like Pagani Design does. Obviously, Rolex does it too. They do it maybe even better, I would say. Yeah, I thought they might incorporate some sort of glide lock, and I was looking forward to that on this watch, but instead they opted out for a nicely branded fold over double pusher security machined milled clasp, which is always nice. And as you can see, that case back is sterile, just like the original Rolex Submariner. As you can see from the side, they didn't include a signed crown. A lot of people seemed upset about that change from version 1 to version 2. For me, it's not a complete deal breaker, although I would have liked to seen something on there. Even that shark, I think they had a shark in the first one. So all in all, a really nice watch. Really nicely finished. Has all polish right there on the sides. Brushed. Very nicely brushed on the bracelet. Little wobbly, but we're going to go ahead and see how it fits. Before we do that, let's go ahead and grab some quick dimensions. So all in all, you get what a Rolex Submariner offers in terms of dimensions. In terms of dimensions, I didn't say the same as a Rolex Submariner. In terms of dimensions. So in terms of dimensions, it's pretty much exactly the same. We're going to do some measurements right now. About that 40 millimeter case, as you can see there. 40.40 divided by 2 is 2020, guys. Oh my god. But let's see the lug to lug. Just under 48 mil. Case thickness. It's about 12, just over 12 mil thick. Top of the bracelet is around 20. We're going to go ahead and round that to 20. Then at the bottom of the bracelet, tapering down to basically 16. And back up at the clasp, it is 18, almost 19, just under 19. Pretty solid dimensions. So now let me go ahead and put this on my wrist and find out how much I need to adjust this watch. So now removing the Loreo, we can actually compare these side to side. And yeah, guys, I think the San Martin looks way better. All of the pieces just work nicer together, in my opinion, on the San Martin. The brushed, the ceramic, the dimensions, I think looks a lot better on the San Martin. It just feels more quality as well. You can see with one hand I can like wiggle the bezel. The bezel is actually something that I have not tried out on this watch, so let's try that out now. Holy crap, this thing is solid. I couldn't turn it for a second there. That is impressive. Oh crap, I passed it. That is really impressive. That is a really impressive bezel. But anyways, let's go ahead and see how it's gonna look and fit on wrist. Wow, guys, that thing wears a beaut, and it feels really hefty as well. That is really impressive. The fact that it feels as good as it does, and the build quality being as good as it is, just overall really, really impressive. And I am pretty impressed with this watch. The bracelet does feel a little bit jingly, but what it lacks in sort of the feel, it makes up for in the finish, which is just really, really nice all around. Brushed on the sides as well. So I would say that I have to remove 2 on each side. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now, guys, and we'll size it up and come back and see what it looks like on wrist and my final thoughts and impressions. So there's pretty much what the watch looks like on wrist, guys, and I gotta say I am pretty taken with how this watch looks. Of course, it is based on that timeless design of the Submariner, but all in all, I think it fits really, really well, and it does its purpose very nicely as well. The finishing on this bracelet is overall really, really good, and I think that I like it a whole lot more. Scratch that. I know that I like it a whole lot more than the Loreo, so that's good, especially since this watch cost 4 times as much as the Loreo. But I'm really happy with this, guys. I think that the watch overall is very, very quality. I have yet to find the perfect fit for the bracelet. Again, I was actually wrong with my initial estimate of removing 2 links. I had to put one back on this side, so the clasp was a little off. I feel like I can actually put another link on this side because it has so many micro adjusts. I haven't even used all of the micro adjusts, so I'm still going to play around a little bit with the overall fit of the bracelet, but I am overall really happy with how this watch looks, guys, and feels, and it's a good value for money. I think it actually does a great job at the $200 mark and feels a lot better than the L'Oreal for sure. I would compare this with the Komatsu even, but the Komatsu actually broke recently, guys. I'm pretty upset about that. I spoke to Jomoshop about it, and we actually reached an agreement, so I'm really excited for you guys to see what that agreement was, but that is to be mentioned in another video. But San Martin automatic 200 meters of water resistance, which is great. It's fantastic. All in all, the watch feels really hefty as well, and that's always good. It definitely feels really, really solid, and I think a lot of that has to do, this seems to be like a maxi case or a super case, so I feel like they're trying to do that Submariner, which is interesting. If this is how a Submariner will feel and look, because you know, I'm planning to own one day. But this is a very nice watch for the time being, and sort of like an everyday beater, since it does have that sapphire crystal and ceramic bezel, and the Seiko NH35 should be more than capable, as well as the fact that it has a date is just overall really, really nice, guys. Really, really nice things to have in a watch, and I am super, super excited to try it out and to do a review on it in the future. And here's something that is particularly fantastic, which is the Lume. It does have that very nice blue BGW9 Lume, and this is about 5 minutes of recording, and it looks really good. I showed my mom a picture of a Rolex Submariner fully lumed, and she's like, it looks exactly the same. So props to San Martin for making it look like a Rolex Submariner as much in the day as it does at night. So guys, there you have it, the unboxing of the San Martin. I was super eager to get this unboxing out and to have the San Martin on my wrist, and I gotta say, overall I am really happy and impressed with the version 2. It is really nice. I mean, it feels classic, it feels tried and true. The dimensions just sit really nicely on the wrist, and overall it feels very solid and very quality. So yeah, there you go, guys. This will do until I get my real Submariner. But anyways, guys, if you have made it this far in the video, thank you so much for sticking around. And that announcement that I promised in the first half of the video, I actually want to do something. I want to do something to grow the fan base here. So I'm actually going to be doing a giveaway. And I'm really excited for that. It's going to be a landmark giveaway based on subscribers. So I'm not sure what the subscriber mark I want to be. It's probably going to be, I have about 1,000 right now, so I might do like 2,000, 2,500, maybe 1,500, 2,000, 2,500. Not sure, but the point is I'm going to be giving away 3 watches. What those watches are going to be announced in the future. They're not going to be like expensive watches. They're going to be watches that are actually in my collection. I've kind of been dropping hints here and there about the giveaway, but I'm confirming it right now. So gonna be doing a giveaway, guys. Subscribe if you haven't already if you want to be a part of that giveaway. They're watches that for whatever reason just don't connect with me, maybe don't get enough wrist time, and instead of trying to sell them or profit off them, I would rather just pay for shipping and send it to one of you guys who will actually enjoy the watch and actually put it on your wrist or take it out once in a while, or maybe sell it yourself. Whatever you want to do at that point is up to you guys, but ideally it would go to someone who would just enjoy the watch and actually wear it. And the only thing I get out of it is subscribers and sort of building the community that we have here and talking about watches with you guys. But that's it. I mean, just growing the YouTube channel. I love doing these videos. They're a little stressful sometimes. I do get stressed out with wanting to improve. I put a video on my channel about getting a MacBook Pro and this microphone that I'm using right here and incorporating into my videos and my podcast as well. That's on a separate channel. But I've been stressing the need of wanting to improve my video and audio quality to make better videos for you guys, and I feel like I'm doing that, and I sort of want to celebrate that and get this channel up and going. And a way to do that is by doing a giveaway. And again, not brand new watches. They're not going to be Rolex models. They're not going to be Tudors. They're not going to be anything like that. They're going to be watches that I have but just don't appreciate enough or don't wear enough to justify just hoarding onto it and keeping it and being like, these are my watches. Like, no, I would rather someone else have them and actually enjoy them, or use them for a bit and then sell them, or just sell them and turn a profit. And if that makes them happy, then sure, why not? But more watches are coming in, guys. I can see just here 2 watches, 3 watches that I have yet to unbox and show you guys, which I'm super excited to do, and 1 on the way, and 1 package that is actually not a watch but watch related, because I'm going to be modifying one of my watches, which I'm really super excited for. But I'm really excited for all of it, guys. I'm excited to grow this channel. I'm excited to grow it along with you guys. And if you guys have been here for a while, thank you so much for subscribing and showing that support. And if you're new to the channel, then like, favorite, comment, subscribe. And yeah, more details to come on the giveaway in future videos as we go along. But anyways, guys, that's going to be all from me, the San Martin. What did you guys think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below. And yeah, until next time, guys, see you later.